I think one of the interesting things about the key findings that we saw with US players was that they had a more than double rate of player evasion, so location evasion and so on, than we found with customers outside of the United States. Well, I think it's interesting. I'll take the positive first, which is that I think it shows that there's a lot of pent-up demand amongst US players for online gambling products. The bad news is that they've had lots of years of experience in having to get around the techniques that are used to try to understand the jurisdiction from which they're coming. And so the US operators are going to need to be prepared for that, in particular with the patchwork of jurisdictions that are going to be present in the US. Well, there's a number of different techniques that they can use. Clearly, using a good geolocation product with geofencing capabilities to understand where the customers are coming from is where you start. But you also have to be able to unmask the transaction and the interaction that you're having with that customer and really peer behind all of the technology so that you can get a better idea of whether or not they're trying to mask their location through a proxy, or they're trying to use the Tor network to show themselves as being completely cloaked from detection, or any of the other techniques that they use. You really need sophisticated background technology to be able to understand that. Well, I don't think it's really a change in conditions as much as long as we're going to have this patchwork of location and the compliance requirements that go along with that, operators and platforms are going to need to keep up to that from a technical perspective.